Hey, it's Francis Mills here coming to you live. As everybody know, today I have a voice and I'm always going to speak out what's on my mind because it is my voice, my life, my journey, my understanding, and what I hear from the horse's mouth and what I have experienced in life. So, first of all, I'd like to thank my Heavenly Father to give me this strength, this voice to rise and shine. Okay, so now, 3 things I really dislike among some of our families, relatives, cousins, friends, or whoever, not your family. Number 1, it's that carry on, gossip, and twisted talk. Number 2, it's that lateral violence. Number 3, it's that lying. So those 3 things are really affected me in my journey, in my life experience, what I've actually experienced with families, friends, cousins, relatives, relationship, marriage, ex-in-laws. So those 3 things actually really made me think like how it is so important to me as a woman that what I have been through. Because we all know this game. If you were a child and you're adult, you're a parent or parents. If your child will lie, like for example, if you go to school, something happened with school, and come out, so you ask that child, how was your day? The child say it's okay, everything, was good. But then you might get a phone call from the principal or the teacher to address something that actually happened at school. And that's a child, okay? But when we think about it as an adult, that lying, it's how that child has been taught. Because everything starts from home. Correct, people? Hello? Correct? Yes, it's damn right, it's correct. It's how the parents or parent, how them play groma pikinini for them. What's been taught in the house? What sort of schedule? What sort of positive, and negative things that we, as the parents, what we actually expected in our house. What's good, what's bad, what's happy, what's sad, and how children should be looked after by their parents, and which kind of parents look after their children, how they speak to their children, how they teach their children. So, and I believe this kind, when all big people talk, Pikinini must not listen, sit down, dalina there, or interrupt and talk what they hear. But if a parent or parents could discuss things with their children, I'm not talking about big kids. I'm talking about maybe 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old. That's the age I'm talking about, okay? These are children. So, when parents or parenting talk about big people things or big people relationship, with their father or mother, they have better concern, they want to try and advise their father or mother and saying what's right for them. But hello, you're only adult children. What sort of advice you would give your father or mother when you don't have a good relationship yourself and you talk in front of your children or your muppet and discuss? You talk about hate. You talk about hate a woman. Okay, I can say this. Remember, I talk about my experience, what I've actually experienced things with people, family, friends, relatives, cousins, you name it, people that I don't even know, and my in-laws, my ex-in-laws. Like, for example, when I was going through that phase of, separation, you get adult children with your partner putting things out there, on Facebook, saying really all nasty things. I them kind person or them kind of woman. I got talk because I'm a woman. But if you understand the way I talk and the way I explain things, sometimes, it could have happened to some people similar. In this kind. When you in a relationship and you get all adult children interfere in your marriage, that is a big no, 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 no. Then they could put things out there on Facebook and say this and that, you're mental, you're this and that and whatsoever. But they never stop and think about the good things, what I have done. And they forget what actually they've said to my family. So it's like this. And they've got little children. So is this right for adult children to actually put it out there on Facebook and say things like that? Me and all my siblings hate you, and all my children. Now, these are children. These are children under the age of 12. Right, it's in black and white. My children hate you. So, when an adult person will say that about him, kids, where does that come from? Is it because they just want to put it out there for people who look at Facebook to skate? Oh my God. Talking about children hating a woman. Talking about children hating a woman. But they never stop and think what that other person did to that woman. So it's like this. It's okay for them, and they accepted that. For a man to raise a hand on a woman. Now think about it. So when you're going to get your children under the age of 12, and that adult person will say this guy, my siblings, my children hate you. It's in black and white. So it makes you think, hey. So I want to try and understand, is it because they put it out there, they think they know a lot of people, or they just want to be liked, or they want to try and say that the other party is a good person, the other party don't raise a hand on that woman, that other person don't smoke watisuguba, that other person's not a jealousy freak. Now you think about all that. So is this normal for adult person to actually mention their children? And they use that word, hate a woman. Now think about it, people out there. Think about it. You call them women out there. Some of you are high and mighty. I don't know, some of you are maybe, those in-laws, like those family that knows these people. But you must have a better life. But anyway, so, and that word they use is jealousy. No, it's not about jealousy. It's about respect when you're married. It's about don't step over that line. You have moved on, so you start your life with the person that you have married to. Adult children should know better. So don't try and give advice to your adult parent when you don't have a good relationship yourself, and that's supposed to be your parent, and you're trying to give advice. That adult parent should be giving you advice. So you see how that confused about how adult children can teach or just speak on behalf of their children, to say things, swearing and being so nasty, unsabagian, back chat, really don't care about, people's property or respect when you come inside other people's house, not tussle or something. But some people really don't have that sort of way of respect other people's property or respect other people's house and respect how to talk to other people. Because when you think about it, it comes from the parents or the parent, how they have been taught their children. And if you're going to get your grandchildren or your adult children going to get your kids to actually use that word, hate a woman. So it's like, it's okay for you to accept that sort of behavior, or maybe you are being in them kind of sort of behavior with your parents. And so you think you can treat somebody with so much disrespect, then you put it out there on social media and want to be liked by all dimmer-dim, all upside-down people that think it's okay to like something and make a comment without even step back and think, no, this is not right. I shouldn't like or love or laugh or make a comment, because that could have happened to my mum. And I know that children wouldn't do that. But the other party, their adult children can do things like that. So use women out there, and even those that actually been in a relationship with them kind of monster, like, is it normal? So, like I said, I speak my mind and what I have experienced. So my concern is when it comes to children and when adult children say things on behalf of their children and say that me and my siblings hate you and my children hate you. Like hell, how? When these children are under 12 years old. And what do they know that word hate? Now seriously, come on now, you women out there, all your intelligent, smart women, all them island women. Remember, some of you island women or Torres Strait Islander women that actually was said by this person that I disgrace. So I want to know, I'm going to always talk about this, how do I disgrace you Torres Strait Islander women? How? Because I speak about my life and what I've experienced with people, what these people don't want to be known, what sort of people they are, or some of them people that you plus sabi them people, but you plus pride, mamboy, because you plus sabi them, but they plus to attack you plus one, get them. But anyway, so how do you teach your children or your grandchildren to not actually say things about a woman if a woman is in a relationship with your adult, could be mother or father? How do you do that? Do you openly sit around and don't care about the children are around and listen for what all them adult talk? Because it's like a fish in a bowl, eh? They watching you and you watching them. So that word hate, when it comes from a children and they're adults, man, gonna put it out there. Why that person do that? Just want to be liked by other people on social media? Want to act tough? Or it's like me as a woman that actually raise a hand on that man, or I've treated that man bad, or I've cheated with that man. I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to clean, I don't know how to take care of him. So, come on, this woman that actually in a relationship with someone like that. Have you ever had, that other party grannies and their adult children actually say nasty things, verbally and emotionally abuse you from your head to your toe? So it's like they accept that man, what he'll do to a woman. Because what the parents do, the children do. And believe me, that line from them saying that partner and adult children, it's the same. And I tell you, big note, they want to be liked, and it's not very respectful if they want to be a cultural people, if they want to respect elders. So it's like this. If other people going to attack them, they will turn on this. And people that know them, that what they are, you plus should know. But when it comes to a woman, and when you say children hate, I don't understand the hate, that word hate. So I want you women out there that actually understand where I'm coming from. Like, how do you see yourself knowing that this is not appropriate, this is not the way to be taught by your parents or your adult children, or your adult children children. Like I said, it all comes from what's behind closed door, your household, how you live your lifestyle. If you openly have a conversation about other people's relationship, or mudmer or karyan, or talk about, or backstabbing and two-face other people in your household and don't care there's children around and listen, the children gonna follow the way what the adults do, believe me. And that is not a very healthy lifestyle. So people out there, I really want you to think about that. You know, is this right to teach your children to disrespect a woman and use that word hate? So something for you to think about, okay? So it is what it is.